Hello, everyone. Welcome to another thrilling episode of Exposed Earnings, where we dive deep into the financial world, making sense of those numbers that can sometimes feel like they're written in a secret code. I'm your host, Jackie.
And I'm Kyra. Today we're unpacking the first quarter 2024 earnings call from HubSpot. A lot to cover, so let's get right into it.
Absolutely, Kyra. HubSpot kicked off the year with a bang, or should I say a solid click. They reported a 23% year-over-year revenue growth in constant currency. That's like your savings account suddenly showing a lot more zeros.
Indeed, Jackie. And not just that. Their operating margin grew by 120 basis points year-over-year, reaching 15%. For our listeners, operating margin is a measure of profitability. It's like checking how much of your lemonade stand's earnings are left after paying for the lemons and sugar.
Sweet analogy, Kyra. And speaking of growth, HubSpot's total customer count grew by 22% to over 215,000 globally. That's a lot of businesses turning to HubSpot to juice up their operations.
They also highlighted their product innovation, especially with AI. They launched over 100 new product releases in their Spring Spotlight, which included over 70 AI features. It's like they've equipped their software with a super brain.
Exactly, and who doesn't love a super brain? Now, on the macro side, they did note a return to weaker demand conditions similar to what they experienced in 2023. It seems the economic environment is still playing it cool, making business think twice before splurging.
That's right. And despite these challenges, HubSpot's strategy of offering easy-to-use, scalable solutions with fast time to value is clearly resonating with their customers. It's like offering a warm blanket in a cold night. Very appealing.
Couldn't agree more. And before we head into a short break, let's touch on their financial outlook. For the second quarter of 2024, they're expecting revenue to be up 17% year over year at the midpoint. It looks like they're steering their ship quite steadily through these choppy waters.
Absolutely, Jackie. It's going to be interesting to see how their strategies unfold throughout the year. But for now, we are taking a short break to hear about Zeed. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more insights on HubSpot's earnings. You know what's crazy? There's finally an app that makes learning about and participating in the markets immersive, simple, and intelligent all at once. It's called Zeed. This platform combines snackable video lessons, embedded AI insights, and automated portfolio tracking capabilities. Trust me, you do not want to miss out.
All right, let's zoom into some of the finer details from the earnings call. HubSpot mentioned a significant shift in their pricing model, which they call the seat model. This change seems to be a strategic move to make their platform more accessible and appealing.
Yes, Jackie, the seat model lowers the entry price for new customers, which could be a game changer in attracting more users. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The transition to this new pricing model has had some teething problems, causing a short-term impact on their average selling price.
That's like when you switch from a regular coffee to that fancy new blend. It might take a bit to get the measurements right, but you're hoping it'll attract more coffee lovers in the long run.
Exactly, Jackie. And speaking of attracting, let's talk about their customer acquisition strategies. HubSpot has been focusing on what they call their land and expandee strategy, which seems to be working well, especially with their Sales Hub and multi-hub offerings.
It's like planting seeds in multiple gardens, isn't it? They're not just sticking to one plot of land, but expanding to wherever the soil looks fertile.
Right. And this strategy is particularly effective in today's market, where businesses are looking for comprehensive solutions that can scale with their growth. HubSpot's ability to offer multiple hubs means customers can start with what they need and add on as they grow.
Now, let's not forget the macroeconomic backdrop. The first quarter saw a return to the cautious spending that marked much of 2023. HubSpot noted that the buyer urgency seen at the end of last year didn't carry over into the new year.
This cautious approach by buyers means longer sales cycles and more hoops to jump through before deals are closed. It's like everyone's double-checking their wallets before they decide to splurge on that extra scoop of ice cream.
And despite these challenges, HubSpot's focus on innovation, particularly in AI, is helping them stay ahead. They're embedding AI across all their offerings, which not only enhances functionality, but also makes their platform more sticky.
Sticky indeed, Jackie. AI is like the glue that's helping HubSpot keep its customers engaged and making their platform indispensable. It's fascinating to see how they're leveraging technology to not just attract, but retain customers.
Absolutely, Kyra. And as we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that HubSpot is navigating these turbulent times with a mix of strategic pricing, broadened service offerings, and cutting-edge technology. It'll be interesting to see how these strategies unfold as the year progresses.
Indeed, Jackie. For our listeners, whether you're a seasoned investor or just curious about the tech world, keeping an eye on how companies like HubSpot maneuver through these economic waves can provide valuable insights into business resilience and innovation.
Thanks for tuning in to Exposed Earnings. We hope you found today's deep dive enlightening and, dare I say, profitable in knowledge. Until next time, keep those investments growing and your curiosity flowing. This Earnings Call podcast is generated completely using artificial intelligence and does not constitute financial advice. You should always do your own research before making an investment decision. And, as with all investing, your capital will be at risk. The analysis and commentary related to companies' financial performance does not represent official views or guidance from Zeed, the producer of this podcast, nor the companies covered. For more information, visit Zeed.ai.